Origin just home reaction. This is testing the assassination attempt of Donald Trump. How is okay? This is my channel Brandon Herrera. Somehow he's still able to post this video. Brandon is kind of a guy which I think in my mind is like pushing the limit and somehow successfully doing it. And I use that as like a, I don't know, like level, like how much it is allowed on YouTube or some shit. I don't know, because a lot of things, obviously his video is not going to be monetized. I don't think any of his videos are ever monetized for him. I'm guessing he's making money in different way, but that's just insane, right? Apparently he can't do this, right? And that's some baller move, right? I don't need your monetization. I can do things my own way. And I'm still, his recent videos are point blank, literally like, poking at YouTube, like, okay, try me type of way, which is awesome. So this is similar video, I'm guessing. I don't know what he's going to show here. Even though this shouldn't be an issue, right? It's an educational type of video, right? Like how was something happened. Nothing's gonna bad be showing here, but yeah, it's like, YouTube always hides behind like, okay, I guess our sponsors won't like that, so yeah, there you go, not monetized. They hide behind that shit apparently. So let's watch one. Okay, and also like, by the way, there was a reaction video posted yesterday or something, in which first it was like monetization was removed. I'm like, interesting. Like I don't want to be risking that, right? Like I don't want to be in like group of people which YouTube thinks that these people always pushes the boundary, so let's blacklist them. So I always try to make sure that it's like, it's not in like yellow zone or red zone, it's always in green. So I edited something out, right? It still fall into like yellow zone, and I'm like, what the hell is that? And then nowadays they started a new thing where they tell you which part of clip is the reason. And they showed one small like 10-second part of that video where I literally talk about certain thing about what happened in 1960 or something, right? With India, Pakistan, USA, UK, France, they were involved. I was just talking about that. Not even talking about something graphic, just like politics, what happened. And apparently that's a problem, right? And that kind of pissed me off. Like if something is graphic, at least I'm talking about something graphic, it makes sense. I'm literally talking about, a recorded historical event of what happened. Right? And how is that a problem? And like you can't really challenge that once they just give you, oh, this is the result. You can't really challenge that. That's it. That video's done. Either remove that, post another one, or you can't do nothing. I'm like, yeah, fine, screw it. So let's watch this one. I just wanted to like share that.
On July 13th, 2024, an attempt was made on the life of the 45th President of the United States and potentially 47th, Donald Trump. The thankfully failed assassin fired a handful of bullets from an AR-15 off of a nearby rooftop, one of which nicking the president in his right ear. The Secret Service was then able to retaliate with one of their snipers, ending the threat at about 3,200 feet per second. But while this assassination attempt was unsuccessful, it started a whole host of conspiracy theories on the internet and raised a lot of questions really about ballistics amongst other things. So given that recreating historical assassinations is something that we do quite a lot on the channel, we figured that we might be able to shed some light on some of these subjects that are currently in heavy debate in the ballistics of the situation. Now this is...
By the way, YouTube tells me, election voting of India, election commission of India, the strong technical safeguards in election. What does this have to do with the Indian election again?
The first time we've ever tackled a situation like this where the person in question is still alive, not only still alive, but still actively running for president. But I do think we have the capability to add a lot of productive data to the conversation in an educational manner, while also giving the situation the seriousness and respect that I think it dictates. At least as much as we're capable. So there's three main things that I want
Should have added the arm. Wrong.
to address today. First two are demonstrations to kind of dispel a lot of conspiracy theories right now, and the third is for fun. The first is showing how a shot like this is not only difficult to stage, but given the equipment, pretty much damn well impossible. The second is to address the internet armchair experts who think that an AR-15 is so deadly that even a shot on the ear would have been an instant kill, and that it was faked with blood packets or fucking aliens, I don't know. So we're gonna replicate this.
Yeah, seriously, man, even when I did the reaction of this, like there are lots of comments now. Oh, the AR-15, you can do anything. You can like shoot from this long distance, that long distance. It's like really accurate. They talk like they're fucking Navy SEALs or something. I mean, look, I don't have weapons, but come on, man. Really, like, I mean, you're not military trained. I mean, obviously some of you are, right? Most of you are not military trained. And then you're gonna like comment like keyboard warrior, like, okay, you can do like sniper level shit with this gun. Like, it's not a sniper rifle, chill out. That ammo is not a sniper ammo.
shot on the ear to show exactly what happens in that situation. Now, the third thing, it's just because I think it's really cool, we're going to be replicating the return shot on the shooter from the Secret Service sniper rifle. We didn't have to do this, but to be honest, I like the old-fashioned movies where the bad guy gets his comeuppance at the end. So I feel like it's a pretty good finale, and it's gonna look.
It's pretty important. Otherwise, it would be half-ass video, right? Like you need to have a start and the finish. It's just great directormanship or whatever.
Hella good in slow motion. And as always, when we do a spicier video like this, my friends are more than willing to help.
Bye, career.
I don't know why the fuck they wanted to be associated with this one, but
Even
they volunteered
Patrician,
anyway,
great.
so it should be a fun day. This is the AR-15. As you can tell, very effective weapon. This particular iteration is a semi-automatic civilian legal version. This one in particular is kind of more of a budget gun with an optic mounted slightly too far forward, which is exactly what it looked like the shooter had as well. Now, to a competent person, making a shot on a target that is man-sized at about 130, 150 yards, not that difficult. Pretty much any experienced shooter can do that on their bad day. That's also assuming that the average competent shooter has one thing that the would-be assassin did not: more muscle mass than a 7th grade cheerleader. But now what internet experts are trying to claim is that it was an inside job, it was staged, and that the shooter very intentionally...
I instantly knew that. As soon as I saw the news, I'm like, way too many theories are gonna come out. I try to not say that in my reaction videos, but again, like I say, YouTube, it's like someone with ADHD and a twitchy finger there, so I have to like think about what I'm gonna say. That wasn't the case 3 years ago when I started this channel, by the way, right? I wasn't thinking that much. Nowadays, I'm noticing, right, effect on it, whether it's like my channel went past 10,000 subscribers, is that the thing? I don't know, but I have to like think about the thing.
Intentionally only hit him in the ear to, you know, boost his ratings and such. Now, with the shooter using an even worse AR-15, it was like an old DPMS, which is just pretty garbage tier, to be honest, and a red dot with no magnification. I'm going to show you exactly what that shot would have looked like from the shooter's perspective,
Oh, this is
and
gonna
then
be
you
good.
can judge for yourself how easy that shot would have been to stage. So we have our stand-in ballistic dummy target here, and we are going to walk back and pace out about 130 yards. It was between, I believe, 130 to 150 yards is where the shot was taken. Let's go on the inside of that and do 130 just to give the most benefit of the doubt here. For context, this is approximately 130 yards.
Oh, what? Man, that's not that much of a how? Look, man, this is pissing me off now. I'm imagining that's where Donald Trump is. I'm imagining this is where the crowd is, and he was here on the roof. That's way too close, man. That is insane. Look, man, shit like this wouldn't happen in India, right? Indian security is not that strong as American one, security service and everything. But this, even with the, how many people are here, right? It's like, rallies and things are way too many jam-packed people. This wouldn't happen in India. How did this happen there? And there's not even that many people around. Like, it's like, if I go to America right now, one thing I would notice, like spaces, like how empty spaces are there everywhere. Like there's collection of people there, that's it. How did this happen there? This is way too close, man.
See what that looks like down the sight. So we were just back there at like 130 yards trying to get that through the dot. Would any of you stand at 100?
Look at the Patrician's legs, man. That doesn't look like a fat leg. He works out. He's jacked. Look at that, right? Look at the shape.
130 yards and let me take a shot on your ear.
I wouldn't let you do that at 2 yards.
Well, that's just because you're a pussy. Because the other thing that, like, trying to explain to people on the internet, especially the experts on Twitter, they don't understand, like, MOA. So, like, when you have a garbage tier AR-15 that's, you know, a DPMS from fucking 15 years ago that was his dad's gun, you're doing like a 2 to 3 MOA. So 3 inches, let's say, at 100 yards. Some would say too much. 3 inches at 100 yards is now at 150. That's 4.5 inches difference. You know what's suspiciously 4.5 inches to the left of your right ear?
Air. Wait, which way?
There's air. You absolutely, like, this dot covered a good chunk of the head at that distance at 130. Yeah, no bipod.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about, right? Like, how accurate is going to be the weapon if it's that old, right? The spread, right? Even if you aim perfectly, it might have because of bad condition of the gun spread and everything, right? And like you said, the dot covers the head. So it's just fucked up. Even in my comments like, oh, like 900 yards or something, this AR-15 will be like, I mean, chill the fuck out. Like you have to see like how the weapon is with the red dot, no magnification. Come on.
Super elevated heart rate, no magnification. So a lot of people were saying like, well, yeah, you could just zoom in a scope like Call of Duty, huh? No, it's not a scope. This is not like a fucking sniper weapon. This right here is a 1 magnification. So it's 0 mag. It's literally just looking through a piece of glass with a dot on it. So yeah, now hopefully you have a better idea of why saying that.
Most people are not stupid enough to do that, even if they could. That's the problem. The guy probably had mental issue. This is what I'm thinking of. Because even a really expert people, knowing everything they know, would think twice before taking that shot. And he's just like, he didn't know anything, right? And top of that, like with the how magnification is like, the red dot covers the full head. Not to mention like error of weapon, like how much is going to spread and everything.
Ear shot was specifically staged using that setup at like 150 yards is just fucking stupid, frankly. But speaking of fucking stupid, there's another conspiracy theory that, of course, Trump was not hit by a bullet because bullets, expand and they have, a crazy temporary cavity and it would have taken his whole head off and all sorts of shit. And he was hit by flying glass that came from fucking, I don't know. It's Twitter. So we're going to recreate to the best of our ability the path of the bullet going through a small strip of flesh, the ear here, and show exactly what that would do to a human ear. Now, in order to actually capture the bullet as it's grazing through the ear, we would need some serious high speed. Maybe even ballistic high speed.
Did someone say high speed?
I don't know why they keep doing that.
Why did you invite us,
It's like a bit or something. I don't. So 100,000 frames per second. That should be plenty enough to catch a bullet like that because it's traveling at what, 3,000 feet a second?
Mm-hmm. Roughly. So this will slow down time 3,000 to 4,000 times slower than normal.
Perfect. Well, let's get to it, guys.
Let's do it.
Now, we don't really care about distance on this one since, the ballistics are going to be negligible. If anything, closer distance should do more damage. So if this just rips right through the ear like it did in real life, then that should definitively prove it. So let's, I just want to make sure we get the most accurate shot possible. Firing.
Did I see a jiggle?
Did you? Oh, I barely clipped the ear. I clipped it right on the side, not on the top. I clipped him like right there in the middle.
We're gonna have to look for like a vibration. Oh,
yep, there it was.
Oh, you definitely grazed the ear.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Whoa.
Damn.
That was like edge of the bullet.
Yeah. I know. That was, I think we could get closer. Yeah, so I think he actually got hit right up here. Okay. The bullet impact was right there. You could see where it just grazed the very edge of like the middle of his ear, but we're gonna try to go for the meat.
What I find the most interesting is that the whole head is still there.
That's kind of crazy. I thought it would have disappeared. Firing.
Why would people need explosive ammos and many other, right? Like which basically, which other ammo is the hollow points and things like that, right? Whole thing of hollow point is like it's gonna go inside your body and explode there, right? So there's too many fragments, you're bleeding out, that's basically end. If normal bullets explode like that, you wouldn't need all those ammo, so that's just stupid.
Oh yeah, I think that was it. Oh yeah, that was the fucking money shot right there.
That's a perfect sim there.
How's his head still connected?
I don't know, this is crazy. I don't think a bullet actually hit him.
Like his neck's not broken.
Where did he get the glass to
I'm taking ballistic
Yeah, Brandon Herrera is lying that he's part of the Illuminati. This is all fake, like moon landing.
out of my name because I clearly don't understand them.
Oh, that was fucking perfect.
Yeah.
Piercing. Yo.
Dude. That's wild.
What'd they say? Don't get your ears pierced at Claire's?
Damn.
When Trump said it felt like he got hit by something, you can see the vibration. It'd feel like someone kind of slapped you on the ear.
I was just going to say, I'm actually personally surprised that it had that much temporary cavity, that much expansion.
But notice how the head is still there.
Yeah. Yeah, if you play it all in full speed, it's like, well, that's very unfucking impressive.
Right.
But
I mean, everybody's making fun of his ear bandage in his speech, saying like, oh, he's wearing a big bandage for sympathy or whatever. You just saw his ear explode from cavitation from getting hit by a gun, like.
yeah.
And anyway, if you're in that position, you deserve some sympathy. I'm sorry, like, look, man, I don't like Donald Trump. I would think I'm more left-leaning. Even then, if you go through this, you deserve some sympathy. Like, what are you saying? Like, what, it's not supposed to put Band-Aid there? Come on.
It looked okay, because I know he was golfing the next day, which talk about fucking Chad energy right there.
I mean, Evander Holyfield finished the round, so I mean.
Yeah, well, to be fair. You got, assassination attempt at 8, but you've got a tee time at 9 a.m. Like,
That's the main thing. It's not about the damage. Like, somebody tried that. Like, what if it inspires other people? If anything, you think that next week they would like try to protect him more and like tell him not to do it. He's like, yeah, screw that. I'm doing my golf. I don't care.
It's what you gonna do. A lot of people talk about how Trump turned his head at the last minute and that's what saved his life. And it's really easy to see. Like, there's graphics and shit of it, but now that we have a ballistic dummy here, you can actually plainly see the trajectory the bullet took to go through the ear the way that it did. If his head was tilted the way that it was before he went to go look at that graph, it's hitting a lot of, the really important lizard brain stuff that makes you...
Seriously, this part, I mean, anybody would tell you, like, protect the back. This part is really, like, important. If that would have taken a hit, it would have been really critical.
Continue to breathe. So him turning his head at the last minute got a lot of the vital part of his brain out of the way of that bullet, which is just, talk about luck. We might be having...
Seriously, man, does he know? Did somebody tell Trump, like, literally your decision to look sideways for whatever stick you do, right? He has this tendency to talk and look around. That saved your life, right? Because the shooter didn't technically miss. If he didn't move his head, like, Trump was like done. That is so insane. Like, imagine knowing that. I feel like Trump is the kind of people like, fuck it, it happened, let's just move on type of way. He's old enough from that kind of era. He might have that kind of mentality. Like, I'm not watching that fucking clip again. Screw that. Like, I'm here, aren't I? Let's do some golf. And I'm not gonna lie, that kind of mentality is why people weren't that depressed back then compared to today. Today you hear about that people have too much anxiety, people are too much depression for shit like this. People think differently back then. Screw that, let's just move on.
Having a very different conversation had that not been the case. I think that is what would qualify as too soon. Speaking of too soon, you want to gank the shooter?
Oh, God, yes.
So now let's talk about something that the Secret Service would have been using to take out the nameless nerd and virgin. This right here is an Accuracy International 300 Win Mag. Accuracy International was like the Lamborghini of bolt guns as far as like not getting something stupid custom done. Very, very nice rifle. I've been shooting this setup a little bit this last couple days. Fucking amazing gun. Better be, because they're like 15 grand. Got our 300 Win Mag spicy boys right here. Gonna load it on up. Keep the bolts open though for now. Got a Badger Ordnance scope mount with a Night 4.
Oh, is that 15 grand a lot for a sniper rifle like this? Would that be a lot? Because it doesn't feel like that to me. Like, I'm calculating like, Indian currency. It's like, okay, that's a lot, but is that lot? I heard about certain custom like pistols and things that are like 10,000-12,000 or in here basically. But then again, in India is not like America. In America, you can find gun in every shop. That's not the case here, so it would be higher price. But then again, is that much? I don't know.
Force ATAC scope, topped off with an RRS tripod. These things are very expensive and very nice. I've never really shot with one before the last couple days, and it is amazing. It's really like cheating. Now I know how they were able to pop that shot off so quick and so accurately after the first round was fired. It's a funny story. I bought this whole setup from Euro-Optic, and I was not paying very close attention because I knew I needed to get this video out quickly. So I was in a rush. I bought an Accuracy International bolt gun, and I didn't realize I bought the wrong one. I bought one with a left-handed bolt, not super useful to a right-handed shooter like me. I called up Euro-Optic, told them the situation. I got somebody on the phone in like 30 minutes, they helped me out. Not because I had a contact there, I was a random customer who spent my own money on this gun, and I fucked them.
Really? You being Brandon Herrera didn't help?
Up. Their shipping guys got it squared away right off the bat, and I had it in time for the video. Then we told them what we were doing with the video, and they wanted to be a part of it, so they actually ended up sending us out this tripod and really just hooking us up. So we really appreciate Euro-Optic for not only just having a great customer service experience, like genuinely I was impressed, but also just for a genuinely good customer service experience and for helping us get all this stuff out here in time to film this video. So we really appreciate Euro-Optic for helping us out with this. Show them some love, please. Now, you want to see somebody's head pop? POV, you see this popping up over a slanty roof. So now the fun part, we're going to replicate the shot that Secret Service took on the would-be assassin here. Not 100% clear, judging by some of the photos that I've seen, exactly where he was shot and where it exited, so I'm gonna take some creative liberty. I know he was shot in the head. So now we're gonna see in about 100,000 frames per second exactly What was going through his head? See, he kind of looks like Harry Potter now that I think about it.
Why is his teeth so straight?
Yeah, his teeth are kind of straight.
What is that, a jaw? This isn't accurate.
I need to kind of carve some of that away, make it a little flatter down here. Kind of concave his head in a little bit. Don't worry, we'll do that part actually in here in a second.
Yeah, I think the 300 Win Mag will take good care of him.
Godspeed, little asshole.
Without further ado, let's go ahead and take this shot. Firing. 3, 2, 1. I think we hit him.
Damn.
Wow. Holy shit.
That is violent.
That's graphic.
His brain.
That's not real,
Oh, that
YouTube.
looks more like his jawline. Bet you won't do that again. Dude, that is genuinely like a fucking 3,200 feet per second decapitation. That's,
He fell down.
I can't. A loud noise was heard and he fell.
Wait till you see this.
Based on how fucking cool it looked 150 yards away, it's gonna look pretty cool.
Damn. New Vegas kill cam. Damn.
That looks just like him.
Jesus Christ. Well, it looked like him at some point in his life.
Oh.
That looks more like him now.
So you did clip the glasses.
Oh, really?
You can see
Okay,
it.
good,
Yeah.
good. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it shattered it.
I was aiming for the glasses. The
Yeah, you
left
hit him,
side
like,
glasses.
right here on the bridge of it.
Oh, it's turning his front. All the force is still pulling his skull backwards.
Oh yeah, because I hit him technically on his
you
right
were
side,
saved,
so he
go watch
spun.
it.
Well, so the death photo didn't quite look like that, but we were also using like ballistic tip shit.
Ah, that's okay. I would reverse that, but yeah, that is so. I'm guessing this is one of the reasons why people assumes with the bullet if things would explode. But this is different bullet, like high pressure system, right? With the level of speed, yeah, internal pressure and everything, right? It's just this is so insane, man. It's like Fallout, right? It's just like, oh, look at that head exploding. So apparently Fallout was right all along, right? Heads do explode apparently, right? That's not over exaggerated. There you go.
Shit, no, yeah. Death photo didn't quite look like that, but we were also using like ballistic tip shit and all, yeah.
It ignites stuff inside of his head. Right?
Yo, yeah, it
yeah,
absolutely
right.
does. You see the flash.
So I don't know
That's
if that-
probably the metal off of the.
It's the radio the CIA was playing the messages through.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Woo!
Well, I believe the president is safe. Not gonna lie, I was a little graphic. That was probably a little unnecessary. But hopefully some of the stuff that we talked about today dispels a few of the myths. There's a lot of misinformation going around. A lot of people who really don't know what they're talking about, weighing in and spreading a lot of conspiracy stuff that really doesn't make sense. And you know, while stuff like this is kind of fun in a way that, you know, doing science is fun, doing ballistic stuff is kind of fun, I think it does kind of go without saying that the message that we're trying to get out here today is just data, trying to put right some conspiracy theories and things going around. This isn't any sort of message toward political violence. I shouldn't have to say it, but that's obviously not what we're about. That's not what we're talking about today, and that's not the point of living in the greatest country in the world. We have a constitutional republic, a representative democracy where we're allowed to express our differences and decide together as a country at the ballot box exactly what direction we want this country to go in. That's the proper way to go about it, and if you think the alternative of taking innocent life is acceptable, or if that's the thing you should do, well, that's your fate. Anyhow, I had a lot of fun today. I appreciate the help of our friends over at Ballistic High Speed for helping us get that fucking amazing shot.
High-speed footage.
Delicious is a good word. I like it. But no, I appreciate you guys. You guys fucking suck. I don't know why I invite you to shit anymore, dude. Fuck you guys. I'll see you on the Unsubscribed podcast, and I will see you sexy YouTube mother lovers in the next video, assuming I don't get a strike for this. I shouldn't, but that's never stopped them before. Appreciate it, guys.
Now I'm afraid I might get a strike. Okay. Yeah, this was insane, man. I mean, look, I knew that intuitively, right? Like with AR, it's kind of hard, and Brandon basically saw that it's going to be hard, especially with someone who's untrained as the shooter was, right? But yeah, even then, if Trump didn't move his head, holy shit, we would be living in different type of thing right now, right? Damn, that would be insane. Like with the January 5th and everything, I think that would have like drove a lot of people crazy as well. Different type of riots and things. So glad that shit didn't happen. That is just insane, man. Like people need to like just because your institution is some element of that, you think it sucks, doesn't mean you can go beyond that. You have to play in that area, right? Even if you think like your law system is like rigged, you need to focus on that and try to fix it in a way, in a general sense that makes sense, right? People are, education system sucks, so let's just not go to school. Not how it works. You need education system, regardless of what. People are surprised, like, wait a minute, I can't find any job. Do you have any degrees? No, I didn't go to school. Then what are we talking about? Yeah, but the debt is much higher, like school debt and things like that, education debt. I don't know, like talk to your senators, focus on that if anything. But like dumping school. Okay, by the way, defund the police. We don't need the police. Seriously, you don't need the police. There's literally one, it's like Jenga. If you remove that, the whole fucking thing collapses. The justice system collapses. Who's gonna bring criminals to courts? How is that even gonna work? And that is essentially what it is. If you defund them, they can't work. They're just probably gonna sit in their like desk or something, not do anything, not answer 911. Because why would they answer that? We don't have petrol. We don't have petrol for our cars because we don't have any funds. This is insane, man. People just like always try to take extremes. Stay where you are, like focus from there. Incrementally get better. That's how things work. Right? This is the problem in today's world. People's like attention span is much smaller. People want instant result. In next 6 months, things must get better or I'll go crazy. That's not how it works. Alright, well, if you like my next video, subscribe and I'll see you next time.